This is a quick collection of some public data sets that you can access when you want to make some kind of analysis related to automotive industry. This is an incomplete list, yet in my opinion a comprehensive list. And in my blog post that I also link to in the description of this video, you can find the links to the respective data sources and also find some links to some simple coding examples in R where I use the respective data sets to create some visualization or analysis. The first data set or the first source that I would like to highlight is OICA, which is the International Organization of Motor Vehicle Manufacturers. Here you find a chart where I show the annual passenger car and commercial vehicle production output by a relevant country, in this case being China, Germany, Japan, and the US. On my blog you can find a coding example where I process the data retrieved from OICA to produce this chart. You can see what kind of filters I have to apply, and you also get a rough overview of all of the other variables that are contained by this data sets, not only the production output and the year of measurement. OICA on their website, which I can also show you here, provides a series of production statistics and also sales statistics. So by looking at their website you can find a series of tables that contain interesting data related to sales and production output statistics in the automotive industry. Second source I would like to highlight is EPA. EPA is the United States Environmental Protection Agency, and they provide a series of data sets related to automotive industry as well. One of them being the share of powertrains related to US automobile sales. Here you can find a time series plot where I plot the share of total sales volume in percentage points. That means we're going here from 0% to 100% on this chart, looking at the y-axis. And you can see this data set contained a variable that contained information on the powertrain category, the categories being diesel, gas, hybrid, and the last category being other, which is a container for all other kinds of powertrains. EPA provides a series of data sets not only related to powertrains. So if you go on their website, which I also link to in my blog, you can find all kinds of interesting data sets that are related to some kind of our environmental aspect of automobiles and automotive industry. Cagle is a very popular source for data sets used by data scientists in general, and using Cagle you can find also data sets related to automotive industry. In this case, for example, I found a data set that contained scraped data from eBay, providing information on second-hand car postings in Germany. So this data set would contain a list of all the postings that were scraped from eBay in Germany, and you could find price information, you could find mileage information, year of registration, powertrain type, all kinds of other variables. And this is just one chart that I produced using that data set, showing some kind of information of how prices change with a year of registration, and also the mileage measured in kilometers. Also here you can find a link in my blog post to the Cagle site where you can find this data set. You can try to download it and play a little bit with it yourself in R or Python or whatever language you prefer to use for your analysis. Data.gov is another source that is often used by data scientists. Here you can also find data sets related to automotive industry. This is an example where I retrieved a data set containing information on fuel consumption in the Montgomery County in the US. This is a very, you could say, regional data set. It doesn't contain information on the entire world, or it's a very local data set. Nevertheless, it's a good example of some automotive related data set that you can find on data.gov. I produced a simple chart here showing you the monthly consumption by fuel type in Montgomery County in the US based on that data set retrieved from data.gov. And if you're interested, you can find the links here in my blog post and also some links to a coding example in R. Carsalesbase.com is another source for automotive industry related data, mainly sales statistics by brand and country. So this is a source where you can find sales related time series data. Here you find a simple plot where I plot the sales volume measured in millions of units for the US passenger cars and light commercial vehicle sales. I linked to this website in my blog post too, so this is what it looks like. If you click around here, you can see you can also find special statistics and data sets for Chinese sales, US sales, European sales. So there's a lot of sales related data here that you can retrieve and that's publicly available and that you can use for free. Then there is also the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which in case you're interested in the US automotive market, which is the most important or one of the most important automotive markets in the world, and has a lot of impact on automotive industry in general on a global scale. Here you can find a lot of interesting statistics and data sets related to automotive industry. For example, data sets containing information on the hourly earnings by employees employed in US automotive industry. So this is, in this case, also time series data. I produced here a simple plot showing the average hourly earnings being not seasonally adjusted and measured in US dollars for employees in US automotive industry. If you go to the website that I linked to here, you can find also other data sets that are related to automotive industry in the US. If you're interested in economic aspects of US automotive industry, this will be a very interesting source of data. If you're interested in the German automotive industry and you would like to have access to car registration data or production output statistics, sales statistics, then for sure the VDA is an interesting source of data. The VDA is like the German organization of car manufacturers, so a kind of lobby organization that also provides on an annual level or sometimes also more frequently data sets related to, for example, new car registrations. This is an example showing you the pattern in new car registrations in Germany on a monthly level from the period 2009 to 2019. If you go to their website, you will find many other data sets related to German automotive industry. So in case you're interested in automotive output, automotive sales in Germany, then this will be a very interesting source for public data that you can obtain for free. There's also the Federal Reserve. This is again if you're interested in the US automotive industry and the US automotive market. Here you can find some very interesting data sets too that are publicly available. You can download these data sets from their website, but in case you like to work in R, which is an open source statistical programming language, you can also find an interface that is directly available in R in the form of a Fredder package. This will give you the possibility to retrieve and access data without having any media exchange. So you can do your entire workflow directly in your R script. And this is an example that I produced using this Fredder package where I retrieved information on monthly US car production output measured in thousands of units. And you can see this is a time series that I retrieved directly from the Federal Reserve using the Fredder package. So just some quick examples. If you go to my blog post and you click the highlighted texts, you will be forwarded to relevant coding examples in R. You can also click the links and you will find some interesting examples of data sets and some relevant links to sources for automotive industry related data. I hope it's helpful and you can give it a try.